You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmeyer, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hello, this is Combat Radio.
Hi, this is Christopher Coppola calling in for Ethan.
Yes, I'm here. Christopher Coppola, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, man, happy Thanksgiving to you. You're sitting with two very good friends of mine, Jay Tavare, George Frutis. We're honored to have you a part of the program. I know this is a day where everyone's overwhelmed with certain responsibilities, and we appreciate you carving out the time. No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm cooking my bird in my pizza oven, doing it like in an Italian style with a little pancetta, a little ciabatta bread. But it's hard to regulate the heat because it's all, wood. So you have to really kind of stay on it. But I'm excited about it. First time I cooked a turkey in a pizza oven.
No, we're excited. You know what, Christopher, you're up to a lot of fascinating things. You've got actually a pretty diverse and rather, how would you describe your track record? It's creative, to say the least.
Yeah, I would say, well, I don't really look at describing it. It's hard to pinpoint it, but I guess the best way you could say is I'm sort of like a circus man poet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A little bit of a carny, a little bit of a philosopher, but also really into poetry. So you mix all those things together, throw them in a dusty bag, and you get what I do.
Right. But you're a big champion, too, of, certain technical aspects of filmmaking and other things like that. You've got...
No, I believe, I wouldn't say I'm a champion so much of what's out there. I'm just excited about that what is out there can empower so-called everyday people to do what used to be so exclusive. With the latest digital technology, consumer technology, things you can buy at a Best Buy or Walmart or Target, you can do some pretty amazing high-end Hollywood-like product, and that's not so necessary because Hollywood product gets rather dull after a while. But if the idea is that somebody out in Idaho could buy this stuff and really kind of experiment with it and create some unique and personal content that might actually affect what we see in Hollywood, if that makes sense.
No, I love your style because it gives us an opportunity to find some real groundbreaking artists out there that would not normally be able to demonstrate their capabilities. So I'm with you on that.
Right.
And you
right.
Now and you're doing this. Now, explain to me, if somebody was in Idaho and they had a camera. Now, are you there through Christopher Coppola Productions to actually see what they're capable of? Can they send it to you? Can you evaluate what you've got? What is it? A film festival?
Well, there's two things, Ethan. One, I have a festival called Project Accessible Hollywood. It PAH, and modeled him after Mark Twain, who came up with the phrase "True greatness is when you help others find their greatness inside," which is a good Thanksgiving little quote to have today. But with that festival, I'm not really looking for filmmakers. I'm really looking for, like I say, the so-called everyday person, which is all of us. But what story does the plumber have to say? And maybe the plumber, and really great plumbers love being plumbers, and it's a craft and it's an art form in its own. And so share a story. So you can give them the equipment that exists that anybody could buy, like a flip or an HD flip Mino, and show them how to use Adobe Premiere Elements, a very sophisticated but easy to use editing software, and have them take those tools but tell the story their way, not in a Hollywood way, not in a film school way, but their way. You give them the assistance, you give them a coach, and it's hard for the coach, who's usually a professional, independent or non-independent filmmaker, to really not tell the plumber how to do it. But the whole point is, we don't want you to. We want you just to coach them like you would a boxer in the corner of the ring. Say, hey, it's your fight, but I'm going to keep you loose. It's the same kind of thing. Now, having said that, I also do a thing called the Digivangelist, which is my show on Reel's channel, which is about digitally empowering people and teaching them how they can use this stuff to make films. So the person in Idaho who has an idea and has a little film is welcome to send, probably the best way to do it is to send it to ChristopherCoppolaProductions.com. I think it's info@ChristopherCoppolaProductions.com. There's a little Digivangelist section there that's just about getting put up, but I will respond to stuff that I see and make suggestions. But the main thing is that this technology out there is a tool. It's not something to be plugged into, which is often the case, which is what I'm really out there for, which is the evangelist aspect of it, is that I don't want to see my kids just completely plugged into the technology, which is kind of what's happening. And what I want to do is unplug them and put them in charge of technology and realize what they could do with it and how really it is a blessing that you can communicate to so many people at once and immediately. So why not take that seriously, and why not really investigate what you have inside, what your community is, who you are. We're all part of the big picture together, and we should celebrate that. And that's what I try to do. That's why I go out there, bring the technology, but I'm really more interested in the people and then showing them how to do this, because it's important that we connect and not disconnect behind the digital arena, which is also what's happening with the avatars and Second Life and all that. So I'm the guy that's trying to blend both worlds.
You're listening to Combat Radio with Ethan Dettenmeyer, right here on LA Talk Radio.